Hi everybody, welcome back to a new Bible study. Today we continue studying Matthew 8, verse 28 to 22, and we're going to talk about following Christ. When Christ calls us, we sometimes respond with a yes, but we just give a part, but not everything of us. Christ doesn't reject anyone that wants to follow him, but he wants us to know what it really means to serve him. Pause the video and pray before reading. Matthew 8:28 to 20 say, "And when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave a command to depart to the other side. Then a certain scribe came and said to him, 'Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go.' And Jesus said to him, 'Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head.'" Just as today, many people seem to be interested in him. Your interest may be centered on seeing his wonders, on seeing what he can give you in this world, but in reality, you're not willing to follow him. Not everyone around Jesus was willing to give up everything. Many of us may be sing and pray and say these words, "Send me, use me, I surrender everything." But when God actually asks us to do something, to give up our comfort zone, what is safe, and maybe our plans, we turn away completely and we maybe pretend that he didn't say anything. Many maybe say, "Where you go, I will go." But we have to understand that he doesn't offer us money on things like that in this world. When we follow him, we have to make sacrifices for sharing the gospel. And to the world, what we are doing maybe is something crazy. And if you're not gaining money, for them it's like you're not doing really anything. They want us to be profitable. And if you use that time in following God, in knowing him, and all the things that he wants to do with our lives, the world is saying that we are losing maybe a home, a big home, and big vacations and things like that. And here is clear. Many times following him involve putting our time and effort in something that is not value to this earth. Christ is real with us. Jesus had what he needed and he had God's provision, and Jesus was moving, always sharing the gospel. And he was living by faith. And I want to have that faith, that I will follow him because I know that God will provide me. I don't need to have a place where I can be stable, because I know that God can keep me safe. I want to have that faith. Let's read the other verses that said, "Then another of his disciples said to him, 'Lord, let me first go and bury my father.' But Jesus said to him, 'Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead.'" When our heart doesn't have enough faith and it is not willing to be used by Christ, we will have many doubts. We will have a lot of things to do. And in these verses, Jesus answered him in this way because the man had not lost his father. A lot of people think that Christ was bad with him because his father died, but that's not what happened. This man just wanted to be with his father all his life until he's dead. And for many, maybe it's not our parents, but it might be our career, our job, our achievements, and our dreams. We have many treasures in this world, and we want to achieve a lot of things because the world is showing us that we can have a lot and we can follow a lot of things. When God calls us, we have to choose. We have to stop postponing. Sometimes we say, "Not now because I have to take care of my job. Not for now, I am studying and I have to leave my yacht. Not for now, I have dreams to fulfill." Everybody have a response. Everybody have something to do. But not all of us are actually willing to follow him. I have said, "I am here, send me." And I have seen a lot of songs like that. And when it was my turn, and when I hear the voice of God, I start to doubt. I start to be afraid, and I start to ask questions like, what will they say? And what will happen to me in the future? I was invaded by fears. I need more faith because I want to be used by him. And with my experience, I can say that even when you're serving and you say, "God, yes, I am doing this," and you do that, those questions is going to invade you again, because it's like Satan want us to lose our focus, and it's so hard for our heart to put everything in His hands. Even if giving Him all our lives is better than having the control by ourselves. In all these questions that I had, the Bible exhorted my heart, so I start to ask myself these questions. Is my heart really willing to serve God? Is my heart really given to Christ? I have met several people who say, I do believe in Christ, but I don't want to get involved at the moment. Or many who actually say they believe, but they are not really interested in following Him. They know who Christ is, but are unwilling to give Him everything. We have to be open to respond to Christ. We have to stop saying things like promises to God that we would love to serve Him if we are not going to act. We say, but we don't do. That's not right. Maybe your family is not your priority. In these verses, we see how he was caring about his father. There is nothing wrong with taking care of our loved ones, but we must make sure that He must come first, Christ. And these verses show us complete surrender. Let's leave the I can't for now because of excuses and ask God to examine our hearts and remove anything that gets in the way of His plan in our lives.